Theater is an incredible experience. For weeks or even months, a group of people come together to build something special. Long rehearsals, late nights, inside jokes, and the excitement of performing for a live audience. But when the final curtain falls, that intense experience suddenly ends. Many people in theater talk about something called post-show depression, a feeling of sadness, emptiness, or emotional drop that can happen after a production closes. I'm joined by the assistant director for Beetlejuice, Erin Couch, who has worked on many productions and seen the emotional side of theater both on stage and behind the scenes. And we're going to talk about what post-show depression looks like, why theater can create such strong emotional bonds, and how people in the performing arts can take care of themselves once a show ends. So, thank you for being with us, Erin.
You're welcome.
How long have you been involved in theater?
I think last time I checked was 5 years ago, and I had been in 20 shows in 10 years.
Wow.
So it would have been way more than that now.
What kind of productions have you worked on?
What have I not worked on? I mostly do musicals, but you always do plays. I've directed, done lights and sound. I've done all of it.
Currently, you're our newest board member.
I am currently the newest
over
board
Youth
member.
Productions. We're very excited.
I'm very excited. I'm excited to get to let the kids do what they want. I really want them to have a voice in everything that happens, and I want to teach them ways that they can express themselves. I think that theater is such an important thing to the community. It's a way that they can kind of show who they are and discover emotions that they don't know are happening.
Yeah. We have a youth workshop coming up in June. First week is the teenagers, 13 to 18, correct?
Yes.
And then the second week is 7 to 18.
Yes.
So mark that on your calendars. For people who might not know the term, how would you describe post-show depression from your experience?
I would say, you're going from being with the same group of people doing the same thing that means so much to you for 2 months, maybe even longer, to all of a sudden you don't have that anymore. So it's kind of like an emptiness. You've kind of lost your purpose for a minute there.
Yeah.
You just kind of feel lost.
Yeah. When did you first notice that feeling? Like, did you recognize it when you were younger? Or?
When I was younger, I wouldn't. There's no way. But I also was very busy when I was younger. So I think when I was younger, I was just like, oh man. I think the first time I would have experienced it would have been in The Little Mermaid in 2015, because I was Ariel. I was the Disney princess. I got to be in parades, and little kids would be like, oh my gosh, mommy, it's Ariel, and like just such a sense of pride being a Disney kid. And then all of a sudden, I'm not Ariel anymore. I'm just a little girl. So I think that probably would have been the first time.
Did you notice when it was your last kids play going into adult plays, was it worse because I know in Beetlejuice we had 2 teenagers who are graduating this year and will move into the adult plays, come the next season. Did you notice it more?
It was all really a hard time because it was 2020.
Oh gosh,
so
yeah.
My last play was Legally Blonde, and it hit me because I was like, I grew up here, so I was like, oh, this is gonna be my last show. Luckily, I did get to fully perform that one. But no, the last show always hits me really hard, and that one really hit me hard because it was my last show. But I think I was looking forward to doing my last school show, and then I didn't get to see that. So,
do you remember a specific show, which you just said, where it hit you harder than the rest? But you just said...
Yeah, those... I won't lie. I was sobbing after Beetlejuice, the last performance.
We all were.
I couldn't breathe. Josh was giving his speech, and I had to hide backstage because I, was, gasping for air.
I did the lights and sound, and I was like...
They did so
This is it,
Yeah, I was like...
Golly. As an assistant director... Is this the first time you've assisted... No,
I've
you've directed before. Okay,
yeah.
As an assistant director, do you experience...
Yeah.
You just would answer my question.
Can't help it. I'm good at interviews.
But do you experience differently than the actors do?
I would say I do, because when you're acting, it's like that character becomes a part of you. So you're kind of mourning the loss of that character. Whereas when you're assistant directing, especially with the kids, you get such a bond with the kids that you just become so proud of them. And then you're like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
I can't cheer them on anymore.
What emotions usually show up for you? Would it be sadness, exhaustion?
It's definitely exhaustion. There is sadness. It's a lot of emptiness because you don't have something to commit your time to necessarily anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There is sometimes relief because you're like, okay, I can take a break for a minute. But a lot of the times it'll be sadness or exhaustion.
Do you think it's as common with the crew than with the cast? Because, lights and sound, most of the time I'm like, oh my gosh, it's finally over and I don't have to listen to that song anymore. But with Beetlejuice,
I think it depends on the play.
It just ripped my heart out when it was over,
I think it depends on the play and who the performers are and how close you are to some of the performers. I think that definitely if it's a show that the crew members don't really care about, then they're going to be like, oh yeah, cool, it's over. But if it's a show like Beetlejuice, which so many people have a connection to, then you're going to kind of be more sad about, no.
Yeah. Why do you think theater creates such a strong emotional attachment for people?
It's all storytelling. It's all based in human emotion and the way that people live, even if it is a story like Beetlejuice that obviously isn't real.
No, but you can still...
It's all based in emotion.
You can, because Lydia lost her mom,
Yeah,
and
there's always going to be a human
something you can connect with. Oh, it's awful. Do you notice any warning signs in your performers that they're struggling, knowing that this is the last performance? Did you notice...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, there will always be tears before, and they'll just kind of get real quiet, and you'll just have to be like, hey, it's gonna be the last one you're gonna do. And they're like, stop. Stop.
What healthy ways have you found to deal with the emotional drop after a show?
Coloring. I color a lot. I got a new coloring book. No, I always try and look forward to what's gonna come up next.
Yeah.
Because, you're not gonna be with the same people, but that doesn't mean that the group chat has to die. Yeah. You can still hang out. You're all, most of the time, around the same age, especially if it's a kid's play. And there's always gonna be more to come. Even if it's not the same show, it's gonna be a show that can be just as great.
Do theater communities do enough to support people after productions end?
I think... No.
No, I agree.
No.
I agree.
Not really, because you just kind of, it's the last show, you have your cast party, and then you're done.
You're done. Get out.
Yeah, you're kicked out.
What do you think would be something that theaters could do for, I know as an adult, it hits me sometimes, post-show depression, because I'm like, oh, I made friends with this person, and now I'm not going to see them. But as a kid, I think even though they go to school together, they don't have all these evenings hanging out with each other. What do you think theaters could do to help people?
I think it's a mix of... First, I think cast parties need to be not on the last day. I think there needs to be a cast party scheduled maybe a week later, something like that, to kind of you know, you have your last show, you clean up, maybe even striking the set should be a different day, just so you maybe get 2 more days after the last show. I think, I mean, if there's events, I think it's important to try and show up to the events.
Yeah.
Because...
Like karaoke.
Like karaoke night on March 14th, but will be missed because this will be posted after. But
and prom, which... Hope you guys had fun. What advice would you give young actors experiencing post-show depression for their first time? Because there were a couple that I just wanted to, like, you know, just put them in my pocket and be like, it's okay.
I think it's always important to keep shows with you. I mean, you're always going to be like, I got to be Lydia in Beetlejuice. I still brag about being Ariel, obviously. But it's important to grow and learn from your experience and take it with you, have it be a part of you, but also move on. Find little things to make you happy, whether it's coloring or playing the newest Pokemon game or just texting your castmates again, because you can always hang out and go to Subway or Sweet Johnny's or something like that. Just find ways to make it through the day.
What's something you wish more people understood about the emotional side of working in theater?
It's hard. It is.
It is.
It is hard to express the emotions. Some things in some shows are real, like, and you get attached to it.
Yeah. Lydia
losing her mom, like, that is for some people that's really real.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, you're gonna be happy one second, sad the next. It's an emotional roller coaster, and it's gonna be hard to deal with you, but that's just the way it is.
Is there anything that you would like to tell the teens or the adults that experience post-show depression?
Be involved. It's always helped me to look forward to the next show that's going to happen or the little events that are going to be there. So just be involved as much as you can. Talk to people as much as you can. And, you know, I always like everyone's opinions on what to do in the future. And if you want to do cool shows, you can always give us money.
How would you tell someone to... Okay. How would you tell a theater person how to explain to a non-theater person? Because I do know that, like, when I posted on the Facebook about the upcoming video that we're making, there was a girl that posted that post-Renaissance Fair, she feels the same thing. And the directors feel the same. But not all non-theater folk understand. How would you suggest somebody to explain post-show depression? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I would always try to tell them, you know, like, you are spending so much time with people doing something that you really love. I'm like, I guess I could try and explain it to, like, a gamer, for instance. It's like you are playing a game with the same people constantly, and you build your town, and then all of a sudden, you don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
You've worked so hard to put this on and make something of it, and you've gained friends along the way, and then all of a sudden it's not there. Or it's like playing a sport.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, you graduate and then you don't have your team anymore.
Yeah.
But just keep in contact.
Keep in contact. Keep involved.
In the theater. Be involved in the theater and other things. Volunteer. We got all kinds of volunteer opportunities. Concessions, lights and sound, set design, costuming, all the things.
I always try to find little things that...
And don't, just because you're a teenager doesn't mean that you can't help.
Exactly. Please help us.
Yes.
We need all of the help.
Well, thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much for letting me interview you. And thank you for sharing your experiences.
Yeah, of course.
Don't forget to sign up for the youth workshop.
Come to the workshop.
Be up on the website soon.
Soon.